My name is James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Happy number 2. I'm about to get serious on you guys. Earlier I made a video. I didn't get to finish it because it was too loud. People was making too much noise. So I was watching Nightline with Lester Holt. I think that's the name of the show. Whatever it is, the NBC show with Lester Holt. So apparently in North Carolina, there's a state mandate against transgender people using normal bathrooms, and they're passing this law so that transgender people, sorry, the frog eye looked like it was coming off. So transgender people have to use the bathroom which they were legally assigned gender at birth. Alright, as I said in my other video that's probably on here if you're watching and it's been posted, no one knows what a person who lives the alternative lifestyle is going through up in their skull or in their heart. And what we see on the outside doesn't always determine what a person is on the inside. It doesn't determine how they feel about themselves and how their lives has gone from way up here to way down here to somewhere in the middle. You know, we as people, the first thing we assume, and I'm going to say this, assume, because when you assume shit, you don't learn nothing, you just go with the moment. We assume that most people who are living the alternative lifestyle or if they're transgender or something, we first assume that they're going to rape and maim women and children and shit. Okay? It's the first thing we assume. That ain't always the case, because 9 times out of 10, and I'm going to say this out loud so that the Catholic Church can hear this, 9 times out of 10, most people have been molested in the most recent years by someone who is not transgender or gay. Someone who their parents know. Someone who runs a church. Namely, priest. Now you guys are probably thinking, well, James, why did you bring that up? Because the second that you think that no one is capable of molesting someone, you have pretty much screwed yourself. Now, I have never been molested, and I have some issues in life with molesters. You know, I'm not amongst them. I have been accused of it, you know, and I have never done that. I never would do that, but that doesn't change the fact that I have been accused of it, which is why I'm so deeply concerned about this law. Because, you know, there are people, let me bring up some stuff from a few years back. Hilary Swank made a movie called Boys Don't Cry. They beat up a transgender girl. They raped her and they killed her. They beat up the gay guy from Laramie. They killed him. And they were us ordinary people who lived a straight lifestyle. Seems to me, as Margaret Cho would put it, it seems like more of us ordinary straight people tend to be more of the violent and have issue things towards people who live differently. Alright? Am I defending us on that? Hell no, because one, the only time you really have the right to beat someone's ass is if they're threatening to beat yours, and they start acting amongst those threats. As a martial artist and as a former soldier, who is now a vet, you know, there is a moral line that has been crossed here. Alright? I'm all man. Period. I'm all man. I've put videos up like this before, and in videos I've said that, you know, because of things I've seen on Jerry Springer where this dude was in love with this gorgeous dude. Alright? He was a pre-op transsexual. From the outside, you could not tell. I couldn't tell when Maury Povich used to do this stuff. I couldn't tell on the Jerry Springer show. And the only thing I said was that, you know, I think that you should be honest with people instead of making them fall in love with a lie. That's just how I feel about it. You know, some people are very open-minded. I'm an open-minded individual. But at that same time, I don't want to fall in love with a lie, you know, because that's just wrong. You know, I want a real woman. I'm not saying that I couldn't love a transgender person. What I'm saying is I want a real woman. Biologically would be preferred, you know. Not saying that transgender women aren't real women. They're just born in the wrong body. And I could accept that. It's just that, you know, it's not something that I want to parade around. Especially when you get to know these people and all that. And that's cool and everything. But like I said, I'd rather have an open mind about it than to try and be straight prejudiced about it. Because we got enough prejudiceness going on in the world as it is. We need to calm back on that. We also have a lot of racists coming on as it is. But to condemn a person who has the natural born right to take a pee or a poop from a bathroom is just um, outrageous. So I have a few solutions on that. My number one solution is build buildings with more bathrooms so that they can be transgender operative or transgender effective. Because in all fairness, they're still people, they're still human, they still have feelings, and for whatever ass cracker that doesn't think that should be slapped upside the freaking head or something. Now, I don't have such an issue with it because, if a transgender man comes in and he has breasts, but he's still pee standing up, I guess that makes him still a man. But if he's transitioning into a woman and he no longer has a penis, he probably doesn't want to come with his breast sticking out and trying to pee in a freaking urinal. Come on, people. We got to live in some kind of reality here. I almost made this through without cussing. I think I may have cussed already. I'm not sure. But in that same breath, when you're on the outside living in, we assume a lot. And when we assume a lot, we hardly think about the consequences of our assumptions. We don't think about how many transgender people have been bullied or beaten to death or commit suicide because they're what people claim God doesn't do, and what I contest against all the time. And I'm going to get a lot of bad things about this. I'm not going to say that God doesn't make mistakes. I'm not going to say that because I'm clear and sure that he has made quite a few, and the first one was creating the devil. Now, granted, it may have given the humanity the choice between good and evil, but sometimes evil don't seem to be that bad. It just, I guess, depends on your moral compass. But in that same breath, when it comes to a little girl who wants to be a little boy, it's nothing we can really do about it but let her be who she's meant to be. Maybe it's a phase, maybe it's not. You don't know. And you can't really make that choice for that person. You can't. And you can't force them to live the life that they don't want to live. However, you have to support them. Like I said, one of my favorite TV shows is I Am Chaz. I haven't seen it. I don't know if it's canceled. I know that the last show I seen, she got death threats outside. And so that should tell you, I think that was like season 1. If there was a season 2, I've done missed every freaking episode. And I understand if they took it off for her safety. I totally respect that and I get that. But damn, TLC, at least send us a bio or something. Yeah, the show has been canceled due to the fact that Jazz has seen and received one too many death threats or something. Let us know something. If the show is on hiatus, are you filming and having editing issues? Let me know what the hell's going on. It's one of my favorite shows. Moving back to the subject at hand. In North Carolina, they're passing a law to prevent transgender people from using the bathroom that they prefer to use as to the bathroom that they have been assigned to at birth. And I think that we have probably taken this step way too damn far. And when you gotta pee, you gotta pee. And I know that there should not be any gender neutral bathrooms because you just don't know. But as far as a third bathroom, it's not that difficult to create a third bathroom. You can have female, transgender, and male all in one row. And it's enough toilets in each one of these things to go around in most gyms and bathrooms and big corporate buildings. Make transgender bathrooms. Why force someone to use a specific bathroom when you can just make a freaking transgender bathroom? It's not that damn difficult. Everybody has the right to their privacy and their dignity, and here we are in a war against people who don't feel they were born in the wrong body or the right body. Excuse me. So since I'm not transgender, I can't relate to that shit. But if I was, I would probably want, if I'm a transgender female, I'm a male transitioning over. I'm already man. I love being a man. Don't get me wrong there. I love eating the JJ sandwiches. I'm trying to be polite. That's about as PG-13 as you're gonna get from me. I honestly think that if I was transitioning over, I would probably prefer to sit in a women's bathroom. That's the simple fact that as a man transitioning over, more men are either going to want to beat my ass or if I have gender reassignment already and I already got everything down there worked on, who's to say that a man won't try to rape me just to see if it works like a regular woman's would? You know, you never know. People are insane, all right? Now, as far as I'm concerned about transgender people, hey, leave them the fuck alone. I cussed. Leave them alone. They're not hurting you. Most of them are pretty much living their lives and doing what they want. They're not bothering your community, so you should probably just leave them alone. Sorry, I had to check my cell phone. Might have got a message and don't know it. Nope, didn't get a message. Okay, cool beans. But you know, it's the principle of the thing that disturbs me, that we as people are so concerned about something that we really shouldn't be concerned. Now, granted, you know, throughout history, there have been some incidences where people have, you know, done insane stuff. But most of the time, those insane stuff are from ordinary people. You don't really read too many things about transgender people attacking kids or stuff like that. That's mostly a stereotype. And if you have read that, send me the link so I can read it. And maybe it'll contradict everything that I say. But as far as I'm concerned, you're in more danger in the house of God than you are in a bathroom from a transgender person. I mean, look at the statistics for the last 7 or 8 years when you had all these people coming back to kill their priests or their ministers or whatever, and allegations of sexual abuse in the church is strong as hell. And no one tends to bring that to the forefront. But the second there's something about transgender comes up, everybody and their mamas is all over the news and everywhere, and it's boom, bang, bang, and it's all about to blow up in our faces, and it shouldn't have to. We have to respect people as humans. First and foremost, we're all humans. We all bleed red or green. I guess it depends on what happens when the air hits your blood. They claim that your blood is actually clear until it hits air. I don't know. When I watched the doctors drain blood out of me at the military hospital, the shit looked red to me. So, or it's actually kind of burgundy-ish, or dark red, whatever. It's darker than this. And you know, we sit here and we think these things, but we don't really want to comply with the nature of the beast. And the nature of the beast is simple. We generally kill what we don't understand. And that's another reason why a lot of things aren't meant for us to understand, because humans are violent by nature. And it doesn't matter what your race is or your gender. Humans are violent by nature. As of late, women have become just as violent, if not more violent, than men over the last few generations. There has been more women bullying women, leading to girls committing suicides and all this other stuff. So, regardless of what we may think, and regardless of what I may say, and regardless of what you feel and believe, the nature of the human beast is to destroy what we don't understand. So, we got to find something to pick on. So, we're going to pick on transgender people. We're not going to find something that's relevant that affects us all, but we're going to pick on one group of people just to make a statement to keep them out of the bathroom so we can supposedly keep people safe. I'm James Winston. This is Kung Fu Number 2. I'll make a third video. Peace in you.